Immediately. I mean, I've always been one of the best athletes out there. And it was seen by my peers, not the guys who should have seen it, but I always had the respect for my peers. But immediately, I knew that I can play college football. Nobody. No schools at all. I didn't get an offer out of high school. I had to walk on at La Tech. I walked on at La Tech. And I can tell you the story about it. I went out to a football game when I first got out to college and watched those guys, and I sat there. It was a shootout, 40-something to 40-something, game going, and I was sitting there and I said to myself, I was like, I can go out there and do what those guys doing. Ain't nobody playing no defense. You know, I can do that. So I decided to go out, talk to the coach. The coach heard about me, but like I said, you know, it wasn't nobody offering nothing. So he just told me to come out, walk on, and we'll see how I go. And the year that I walked on, they had about 30 guys walking on. So I was like, well, they just letting anybody walk on. I guess I'm just anybody. So I walked on out there, and immediately it was like, oh, this guy can play. He's an athlete. Because we was doing things in the weight room. Like I said, I was always an athlete, and we was doing vertical jumps. And the head coach walked in when I was doing my vertical jump, and I jumped like a 42. I jumped a 42. The coach stopped, came back to me, and he asked me, he's like, what's your name, son? It's like Tramon Williams. It was like, well, you know, I hope to see a lot more of you. Then I finally got out there on the field, and then they really saw the athleticism. And it was like, well, we need to keep a close eye on this kid. And once they did that, you know, like I said, about 30 guys walked on. But when it came down to coming to training camp, I was the only guy they invited back.